Hi, it's Dr. Parikh. I want to explain something that I'm using this semester with remote teaching. Again, I usually drive this course in a very conversational way. It's a lot of it is it's almost like a graduate seminar where we spend a lot of time critically analyzing different topics, and I find that doesn't work as well in a remote format. It just doesn't carry over quite the same way. And so I wanted to have discussions happening in Blackboard. It seems to work a little better there in some ways, or at least to get things started there, and then bring some of it into the room. I also wanted to give more time for readings and videos and activities. And when I send things onto Blackboard, I want to I don't want to just add and still have you in class the whole time. So most weeks, right now, so this is a tentative plan. Things could change, but I just want to talk you through. This is what I call the remote meeting schedule. So first, again, it's tentative. In particular, if I have a personal emergency and I cannot attend class as scheduled, I will probably try to attend the next class instead. So let's say I miss a Tuesday, I'll probably try to hold class the following Thursday, even if we hadn't planned on it. Um, you are particularly if you had me in the fall, in some classes I had a system where you could do either the discussion or attend class, but I'm taking a different approach with this one. You were expected to do all of the discussions for points, and you're also expected to attend class just as part of attendance and participation. And when I talk about the syllabus, I'll talk about that policy. Just briefly here, I'm going with my typical twice a week class policy, which is you can miss up to 3 classes with no penalty. And after that, there's a 3% per class reduction, I believe. I need to check that in the syllabus actually, because I usually run this as a once a week class. But 3% is what I usually do. The thing is, we're only meeting about 15 times, so even I want to make sure I'm being flexible, knowing a lot is going on this semester. But missing 3 classes is missing about 20% of the class meetings, which is a lot. Um, so I'm okay with there being a penalty after 20%. If you have serious things going on, if it's not just the normal busyness of the semester, if somebody gets sick, if things are falling apart, let me know and we can talk about whether there are other ways for you to show your participation in your activity, or will help you document uh, absences for medical reasons. Um, Most weeks we meet on the Tuesday. That's partly because I have better backup childcare on Tuesdays. My daycare's been doing great, but they could close any minute. I could get a call right now while I'm recording this. So I try to push as much as possible onto the days that I have backup care. Some weeks we have a closure for President's Day break or Easter break or our wellness days. I We still meet once a week, every week on days with wellness days. I do work really hard not to have things or breaks. I try not to put assignments due, but that's not always guaranteed. And right now, these are just kind of some of the topics that we're going to be covering. There's nothing solid here. It's really more to help me. It was part of me kind of breaking things up and planning things, and now it's kind of just me uh, reminding myself what we're going to talk about each time. So some things may change around. Um, the final exam, my understanding, ours is the very last day of final exams. So I'm thinking about how I can create a way for students to get that participation credit without waiting until the very last day of exams week. Because it would be a discussion of some sort. Um, so I'm planning to have something if you want to get your classes wrapped up before this day. Um, I haven't solidified what that's going to be. That's quite a while from now, um, but I want to give some options. So that's what this is. It's just kind of telling you what days we're going to meet. I run things, again, I really like Google Suite, so I usually run things through the calendar. I will send class invites to everybody for the days that we're meeting. So hopefully that will help you track too. But make sure a lot of classes aren't meeting every day. So it's really important that you figure out what works for you to track when things are meeting and how to access them. My links are typically, again, I just invite students through Google Calendar. It comes through your email and your calendar. Um, but it's up to you to figure out what makes sense for tracking it. Again, we're usually on Tuesdays. There's just a couple days so far that that's not the case. If you have any other questions or issues, you know where to find me. Take care. Bye bye.